My pranams to all Atma Jyotis, divine light of the self. Children, I welcome you all for today's story session. Before commencing the story, let's offer our prayers to Sadguru. Om Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat, Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Now let's start the story. Children, you are all familiar with the name called Buddha, isn't it? You know Bhagavan Buddha. Bhagavan Buddha lived in India 2700 years ago. He walked in the streets of India like you and me. He talked to the people. Buddha was an embodiment of love and peace. Many people who were suffering came to Buddha, and Buddha wiped out the tears of these people and brought peace and love into the hearts of these people. Now, let us see how this Buddha was in his childhood. What were his qualities? Buddha's original name was Siddhartha. He was the son of King Shuddhodana and Queen Maya Devi. Maya Devi gave birth to this child. Usually, when the child is born, the child will cry. But this child, it never cried. It was smiling and it was full of peace. So, from the day of its birth, the kid was full of peace and love. The kid was named Siddhartha and it started growing up. King made arrangements for the education of the kid. He being a prince, he should learn all the education, isn't it? So he made all the arrangements to teach him Shastras, Vedas, Purana, Itihasa, grammar, music, dance, and the skills of warfield, everything. Siddhartha was also very sharp, very clever boy, and he used to learn everything very quickly. But somehow, Siddhartha didn't like the archery. He used to ask his teacher, "What is the use of learning this archery?" Then the teacher would say, "Oh Siddhartha, this is very, very useful. See, in future you will be our king. Then if some enemy attacks the kingdom, you should safeguard our kingdom, isn't it? Then you should wage the war using the archery skills. And sometimes wild animals come and attack the people. Then also, you being a king, you should go and kill the animal and protect the people. Then also this archery is needed." And sometimes, kings, they go to the forest, kill the animals for fun. They want to enjoy. So, they will use this archery then also. So, it is very useful, said the teacher. Then Siddhartha would say, teacher, the first two places where archery is needed, yeah, I will also accept it. When the enemy comes and when wild animals come and attack, yeah, it is the duty of the king to protect the people. But for the third one, no, I don't agree with you. See, how can we go and kill animals for fun, for our enjoyment? No. This is very cruel. I don't like this. You people, you will teach us all this. Okay, but imagine if someone comes and teaches the animals, starting from cheetah, tiger, lion, and till the soft animal, deer, rat, cat. For all those animals, if someone comes and teaches how to kill human beings, and if all the animals come and attack us, how will be our plight? Just think over it. We should never kill anyone. We should never hurt anyone unnecessarily. This was the thinking of Siddhartha. He was so compassionate to everyone. Siddhartha was growing up like this. He had many cousins. He used to play with his cousins always. He was enjoying their company. And all his cousins also, they too liked him very much. But there was one cousin. His name was Devadatta. He never liked Siddhartha. He was always jealous of Siddhartha. Siddhartha was the son of the king, no? So he was respected a bit more than all other children. And also Siddhartha had all these noble qualities which would attract all other people to him. So these qualities and the status of Siddhartha made Devadatta feel jealous of him. Days passed. One day, Siddhartha was walking in his palace garden along with his beloved servant Chandaka. They both were talking and walking. Suddenly, one bird, white crane, it just fell in front of Siddhartha. Siddhartha saw that like that. The bird was shot with an arrow. One arrow was stuck into the body of the crane, and the crane was suffering. Blood was oozing out from the body of the crane. The crane was trembling with pain. Siddhartha saw this. He couldn't bear it. He was feeling as though the arrow is shot to his body only. Then he said to Chandaka, Chandaka, see the bird. Oh, poor bird. Someone has shot the arrow to this poor bird. It is suffering so much. Chandaka, what shall we do? What shall we do, Chandaka? Shall we take this bird to our royal physician? Then Chandaka said, Yeah. See, Prince, the bird is suffering, I know. But we need not worry so much. We need not take this bird to the royal physician. We can only make arrangements to heal this wound. Now, first, let us take out the arrow from its body, and then we can heal it using the herbal medicine. Then Siddhartha said, Taking out the arrow? That's also very painful, no? Already the bird is in pain. Once again, we are creating pain, no? Is it right? Then Chandaka said, Prince, yes, it is painful, no doubt. But if we don't take out the arrow from its body, it will die out of poison. So it's very much essential that we do it as early as possible. Then Siddhartha also agreed, and they both tried to take out the arrow. They carefully did the job and took out the arrow. Suddenly, when it was taken out, blood started oozing out like a fountain. Siddhartha couldn't bear the scene. He just closed his eyes. No. I can't see this, Chandaka. Then Chandaka said, Prince, don't worry. Now, don't waste time. Take the bird and go to the pond and wash the bird thoroughly so that all the blood which is sticking to the body, it gets washed off. I will go and collect some herbs and I'll bring them. Let us grind them and take out the juice and apply it onto the body of this bird. Then the wound will be healed. Okay, said the prince, and he took the bird and went near the pond and started washing it. Then suddenly Devadatta came running. Then he saw the bird and he was very happy. Oh, this bird is here, is it? I was searching all the while for this bird. Then Siddhartha looked at him and said, Oh, then you are the one who has shot the arrow to this bird? Devadatta said, Yes, you are right. I am the one. I saw one flock of birds flying in the sky. I just focused on one bird. Shot the arrow. I didn't miss it. It fell on the ground, but I couldn't see where it fell. I was searching all the while. Now I saw this. Okay, give me the bird. Then Siddhartha said, Yeah, you might have shot the arrow, but you are seeing, no? The bird is suffering. So, first we should try to heal the wound of the bird. Now I am making arrangement for that. So let the wound be healed. Then I will think of giving it to you. Okay? Devadatta was annoyed a bit, but somehow he controlled himself and said, Okay. Then he went off. Then Chandaka came with the herbs. He ground the herbs, took out the juice, and they both applied the juice onto the body of the bird. Then Siddhartha said, Okay, Chandaka, I will take this bird to my palace. Then Chandaka said, No, 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 prince. You can't look after the bird. Don't worry, I will take care of the bird. I will take it to my house and look after that. I will apply the medicine every day, and it takes 4 to 5 days to heal. Afterwards, I will come and give this bird to you. Don't worry. Siddhartha believed Chandaka. Chandaka was a very good person. So Siddhartha said, Okay, Chandaka, take care of the bird. Then he came back to the palace. He slept at night, but he couldn't sleep. He was just thinking about the bird. My goodness, it was so painful for the bird. I think it will be suffering now also. It too will not sleep. Then how can I sleep? Like that, he was thinking, and when it was dawn, he woke up and he came running to the house of Chandaka. Then he saw the bird. The bird was little bit okay. Then he was satisfied to some extent, and he spent some time there and came back to the palace. Like this, the whole day, he would run to the house of Chandaka, look at the bird, and come back. 4 or 5 days passed. Every day, he would do like this only. He would go to Chandaka's house, spend time with the bird, and come back. So on the 5th day, when he went to the Chandaka's house, the bird was completely healed. It was moving around nicely. Then Chandaka said, Oh prince, your bird is ready. So now, hereafter you need not come to my house to see the bird. You can take the bird with you. Siddhartha was also very happy. He thanked Chandaka and took the bird and came out happily. When he came near the palace, Devadatta saw that Siddhartha was coming with the bird. Then he ran and came to Siddhartha. Oh, the bird is ready now. It is healed, right? Okay, give me, he said. Then Siddhartha said, Yeah, the bird is healed. But I won't give you. Then Devadatta got annoyed. Why? I shot the arrow, so the bird belongs to me. You should give me the bird. Siddhartha said, Yeah, I know. You shot the arrow and you are the owner of the bird, but I will not give you the bird, he said, and he went running into the palace. Devadatta was very angry. He said, Oh, you are acting too smart. Okay, let me see. I know how to take the bird from you. Then he went straight to the court of Shuddhodana. Shuddhodana was sitting along with his ministers and was discussing some important matter. Devadatta went inside and prostrated to Shuddhodana and said, Your Majesty, I have one complaint. Then Shuddhodana saw towards him and said, "Oh, what Devadatta? You have a complaint? Okay, let me know." Then Devadatta said, "Your Majesty, 5 days back, I saw one flock of birds flying in the sky. I focused on one bird and shot an arrow. I didn't miss it. The bird fell to the ground. Then I went in search of the bird. The bird was in the garden of Siddhartha. When I went there, Siddhartha was washing the bird. Then I asked Siddhartha to give me the bird. Siddhartha said, the bird is wounded, so let me apply some medicine to it and let the wound be healed. Then I will return it to you. Then I said, okay, and I came back. Today Siddhartha came with the bird. The bird is completely healed. So then I asked him, okay, give me the bird. But Siddhartha refused to give the bird. He was so arrogant. He said, no, I will not give you the bird. And he went off. Your Majesty, I shot the arrow. So, according to Kshatriya rules, the bird belongs to me, isn't it? King said, yes, you are right, Devadatta. Bird belongs to you. Then please make arrangements to give back the bird to me. Okay. Then he called the servants. Hey, come here. Go to Siddhartha's palace and ask him to come to the court along with the bird. The servants went running and informed Siddhartha, Prince, King has ordered you to come to the court along with the bird. Siddhartha said, yes, I'll come. He came with the bird, saluted to the king and stood there. Then the king asked, Siddhartha, the bird which you are holding, is it the same bird which Devadatta shot? Yes, Your Majesty. Then, I think you know very well, according to Kshatriya rules, whoever shoots the animal belongs to him. Yes, Your Majesty. Then, what's the problem in returning the bird to Devadatta? Please return it to him. Then Siddhartha said, Your Majesty, whatever you are telling is right. Devadatta shot the arrow, and according to Kshatriya rules, yes, it belongs to him. But if the bird had died, I would have returned it to Devadatta immediately. But the bird didn't die. I tried to rescue it. With the help of Chandaka, I could rescue it. God helped me in healing the wound of the bird, and now the bird is completely all right. Now, King, tell me whether the bird belongs to the one who tries to kill it or to the one who tries to save it. Who has more authority, more power on the bird? The one who tries to kill or the one who tries to safeguard it? I think it belongs to the one who tries to save it. That's why the bird belongs to me. Then the minister Sugatha, who was sitting by the side of the king, he was very happy. He stood up and clapped his hand and said, "Wow, wow, Prince, very nice. Yes, your judgment is right. The bird belongs to the one who tries to save its life rather than to the one who tries to kill it. The bird belongs to you, Prince." Then he turned towards the king and asked, "Dear king, is this judgment right?" The king was also very much pleased. He said, "Yes, Sugatha, yes, you are right." Then he turned towards Devadatta and said, "Devadatta, I am sorry. You have heard all the argument, right? The bird belongs to Siddhartha." Then he said to Siddhartha, "Siddhartha, you can take the bird with you. I have no objection." All the people who were present in the court, they too were very happy. They thought, "Wow, our prince is so compassionate. He is so much worried about this bird itself. And if he becomes our king, he will listen to all our problems and he will try to solve all our problems. So we can live very peacefully in his kingdom. We have such a great prince." They too were very, very happy. Then Siddhartha came out of the court, kissed the bird, and just freed it to fly into the sky. The bird just flew into the sky happily, enjoying its freedom. This was the nature of Buddha. Siddhartha grew up and he was called Buddha, the awakened one. And this Buddha brought peace, love into the hearts of many, many people. This is the story, children. Did you all like it? You should also read such stories of Mahatmas, listen to the stories of Mahatmas, and try to imbibe the qualities of Mahatmas. Okay, now let's close the session with prayer. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Lokaah Samastaah Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaah Samastaah Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaah Samastaah Sukhino Bhavantu. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.